Those maple sticks
I don't even know how
are
to put it.
I'd say, yeah.
something.
They're delicious.
Yeah, they're so good.
They're so good, but I hadn't had one since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I come here and I'm like, well, obviously you gotta get one. We're at the Cabana Sucre, and then it's like very good for a few licks, and then it's like, okay, I'm just taking maple syrup straight to the dome here. This is crazy.
That's the good part.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized.
I don't find it that sweet, so it's
Traumatized?
Yeah, I'm traumatized. When I
By
was
what?
when I was 4, my family lived in Montreal, and we went to a maple festival, and they didn't have any like drinking water on site. Like it was every food item or drink item was maple syrup. And I was just like super dehydrated and like overdosed on sugar. And like, I don't know, it's never been the same since.
Damn.
Well, there's water here, Tom, so that's good.
That's funny.
And Echo, thank you so much for coming in. Carson, Thule, Tom, pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for having
You
us.
as well.
We're here live from the Festival de Voyageurs. You guys are doing a little residency at La Cabana Sucre, 4 shows. I saw it last night. Very good.
Nice.
And just wrapping up the tour, Carson was telling me that it's been a minute and he's tired and we're all tired, but it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh
that.
yeah. And a great last stop too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good festival to finish on. We haven't been here before, so it's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys been to Winnipeg before separately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, well, we played Winnipeg Folk Festival 2 summers ago.
Oh, sick.
So that was my first time to Winnipeg. I think Thule
I think
as
mine
well.
too, yeah.
And Tom has hung out a few times.
Yeah, I've hung out. I got family in Saskatchewan, and I've spent a bunch of time in the prairies and come over. And, yeah. It's one of my favorite spots,
Nice.
Winnipeg.
We love it here.
Yeah.
And speaking of locations, I thought this was so crazy and awesome that all you guys are from different provinces and all merged in PEI to make PEI traditional folk music. How was the journey to get there? Why did PEI folk music in particular inspire you guys?
We're going to get a business card with the description at one point because it's our number one asked question.
Yeah.
Well, my family's, like my grandmother's family's from the western side of PEI. So I grew up going to PEI every single summer. And when I started to play the fiddle, I was playing with my older relatives, my great aunts and uncles. And before that, I'd step dance, so I was step dancing to their playing and stuff. So I had always kind of had roots in PEI. And when I was in high school, I was studying music at an arts high school in Ottawa. And then I just thought I'd continue doing that. So my grandmother saw this like advertisement for the Holland College School of Performing Arts in PEI. So I auditioned, got in, and that was a good time. I graduated from that 2 years later. Of course, my parents said, you can't just be a musician, like you got to have something else. So I went home and I studied architecture, but then ended up back on PEI to teach fiddle music and never looked back, just been doing the dream ever since. So it's kind of always been a part of what I do. I've always played the fiddle, fiddle is life basically for me. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Julie?
Yeah, I'm from Victoria, BC, and I heard about the Holland College Performing Arts program through Berklee College of Music, actually, because they have a 2-in-2 partnership with them. And so you can go to Holland College first for 2 years and get your diploma and then graduate with your degree at Berklee. So I thought that very much intrigued me. And so I went to Holland College for 2 years and then ended up staying and falling in love with the island. And yeah, it's been 8 years now that I've been there. And yeah, that's how I got into it.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and similar but different for me. I'm from Montana originally, and not a thriving traditional music scene in my hometown of Butte. But I got into traditional music at a camp run by my aunt and uncle called Kenosi Lake Kitchen Party. It's in southeast Saskatchewan. And through that, met all these players from across Canada. and I was like, oh yeah, this is the world I want to be in. And so a guy from the island was teaching one year, Ward McDonald, and he was like, yeah, we got this music program on PEI. And really, I knew I wanted to go to music school, but I also just wanted to look for an excuse to move somewhere with cool music. So I was like, oh, Charlottetown, let's do it. And yeah, that was 7 years ago.
Awesome. And apart from the music, what is amazing about PEI? Why do we love living there?
The summer times.
Yeah, the summer
Yeah.
vibes. The summer vibes
the
are
best. The winter's not the greatest. You know, there's not much to do, and it's cold. But the summertime, the beaches are big and wide and nice and sandy, and
lobster rolls.
great food in the summer.
The food scene really is something special. I think just like the music scene, it's very like concentrated with really high quality stuff. My wife is a chef, so I got introduced to that scene as well, and it really is just like the music scene. Yeah, really concentrated, high quality stuff. So that's also really special.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have yet to be. I need to go. I also heard the bugs are terrible. Is this true?
No worse than anywhere else.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Manitoba gets some pretty nasty mosquitoes.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, I mean, for like, I suffer, but I feel like anywhere else it would be just as, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't been anywhere.
I feel like they don't get
different.
you as much.
I usually
remember
suffer,
like,
but I don't anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
just
not
get
sure.
They're
totally
oddly
swarmed.
selective, I feel like, these
They
mosquitoes.
I think so.
I don't think I've had a mosquito bite in over 10 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll drive me crazy, but
Yeah.
they won't attack me.
No, like
You don't like your blood.
Evangeline in July, like it
Yeah.
wrecks me.
Yeah.
But
They're annoying. They're annoying.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes in Manitoba usually don't bug me that much. But then I was in Italy a couple years ago when it was the summer, and they have crazy mosquitoes, and they were fucking killing me. I'm like, it's like they sense the foreign blood. They're like, ooh,
something different.
Attacking you.
Yeah, it's different.
Interesting. I didn't know. Well, everywhere I guess has mosquitoes, but I didn't.
I don't think Ireland does.
Didn't
oh,
think.
really?
Yeah, I remember Gorham saying.
No snakes?
Yeah.
No
I
mosquitoes?
guess they must be different, because they're not crossing the ocean,
I'm not sure
Yeah.
or are they?
how they get there.
Maybe they hitch a ride on a boat somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's probably lots of that.
Yeah. When was the last time you guys were on a boat?
On a boat.
Oh, good question.
I think last
this
time.
summer.
Yeah, we
This
ferry.
past summer.
Oh, yeah, we were
Ferries,
ferrying
yes.
around BC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ferries.
Been on a
Um,
few boats.
I got
as a
this
band.
on Vancouver Island, trusty fanny pack. Thule had to talk me into it because I'd said I'm
About time.
reluctant with purchases, and so these guys have to be like, okay, you've been saying you want this for like years,
Just get it.
Yeah.
you know. So when you're like, when we're somewhere cool like the Gulf Islands, it's like, okay, cool, like there's some cool stuff available. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
random tangent.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that was the last boat we
Yeah.
were on. We have been on some like hefty ferry rides.
Shetland.
Shetland was 14 hours from mainland Scotland, so that was
That is long.
to and fro, 14
Yeah.
hours to and fro.
We were fortunate we had bunks, like
Yeah.
cabins and stuff. So that was really helpful.
Yeah,
But it was long.
yeah.
You guys been over to Europe a few times?
To
Yeah.
to Europe and the UK and Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, all separate times. To Scotland twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austria, Ireland, mainland UK as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
London.
There's a lot of places on our list for mainland Europe. Like there's some huge festivals that are like in our scene that are definitely bucket list. Yeah.
Well, in Europe, this is where Bristol Tune came from, right?
Bristol
is it-
Tune?
Is it not Bristol Tune?
Breton Tune.
Breton Tune.
Oh,
Yeah,
Breton,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That was, France.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just was at the show last night. You guys introduced it. That it was a song that you don't know the name for, came into your lap, as you said, which I really like that.
Yeah.
From a friend. who was the friend, and what was life like at this time?
Yeah, this was a friend of ours, Corinne Gallant, who's an Islander, Acadian. I was at a kitchen party at Corinne's dad's, Gary's house.
Very important to the story.
Yeah. A lot of people would know Gary if they're from that area. But anyway, she played it, and I was just super into it, and I was asking her these questions, and she really didn't know much about the tune, but a friend of hers who used to play accordion had taught it to her, and I guess that friend had learned it in France. There's this big festival that has like workshops and camps in Brittany called Celtic, something like that. Mm-hmm. It's like the biggest Celtic festival in the world, and it's in that part of France. Lorient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know, someone learned that tune somewhere and then like passed it on to their friend, and then, Corinne learned it, and then I stole it off of her. Right. Yeah. And it's like a game of telephone. Like, I feel like the way we play it is pretty different from the way she played it, and then probably different from the way. Oh,
that's funny. If the initial writer, if they heard your version, would they even make the connection?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I had a chance to meet some people from that part of France, and I've like played them that tune. Just like, do you know what this tune is? Do you know the name? And they're like, it doesn't sound like a Breton tune to them.
And you can actually, on our album Hemispheres, you can hear the voice recording of Tom that Tom took from the house party, and it is definitely different from the way we play it. We play it more of a slow tune, and it's definitely a lot more driving dance tune from the recording. So it's right from the house party at Gary's place. So
yeah,
we're really excited to be able to include that, but we can't play it live, obviously. But
That's really cool. Mm-hmm. What are some other weird places that songs have arisen?
We write a lot of our own tunes, and I think some people think that there's this like grand inspiration and meaning behind a lot of these tunes, but often you write the tune just because you're writing tunes that day, and then you name it after with this profound name, whatever it might be. But definitely, like, the names of some of our tunes are from a lot of world travel, which has been really a lot of fun. Like Jupiter and Mars, we have a set called that.
Dragonfly.
In Dragonfly. On the new record, there's Wibes and Wedgies, which is a reference to our Austrian tour.
And Sturm.
And Sturm is reference to the Austrian tour as well. But all the tunes were written before the names.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is the name, do you have like a list of names and then you're like, this would work? Or is it always from the tune you try to...
Yeah, whatever comes to mind, really.
Yeah.
Well, like with Wibes and Wedgies, we've been playing it lately. It's on the next record yet to be put out. It's just a really vibey tune that we start out with. It was...
So Vibes was
Vibes.
The original.
The Vibes were really hard. And I don't know who came up with Wibes.
Not sure.
Thinking back to it was our first tour as a band that we went to Austria, and our tour manager, Hossi, he had the thickest Austrian accent you could imagine, so he didn't pronounce his V's. It was all W's. So he'd say Wibes and Wiegans and vegetables, and so we named the set Wibes and Wedgies. Super profound. Yeah. But we do have an Indiegogo campaign going on right now. Yes. And part of that is you can name some of our unnamed tunes for the next album.
Oh, that's cool.
So
whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, we have 6 tunes. I think there's...
That's dangerous, putting the power in the people.
Yeah.
You trust your fans that much?
Yeah.
Although
We'll see.
To clarify, it's the tune name and not necessarily the track name.
Correct.
If we do love the tune name, maybe it goes in, but because we have sets of like 3 tunes and one of them might have a name and 2 of them might not. So
Yeah.
it's a little
Still.
less risky,
Yeah.
you know, because it.
It'll be in the credits though.
But
still, it's there.
Yeah, we're putting
Yeah.
a lot of faith in our
Yeah.
fans. Yeah, I trust them so far.
Yeah, a lot of people have been like, "Oh, I got a name for this." It's like, well, you can pay.
Yeah,
Pay up.
money where
You
your
can
mouth
name
is.
it. Yeah.
How's the campaign going?
It's
Great.
good.
I think
Pretty
we're
good, yeah.
almost 40%.
I think we're.
Funded
I checked
or
today
just
actually. I think
over?
we're 41%.
Nice. And I
Funded.
think we're less than 41% of the days through.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I think we're all like next week is halfway through the campaign. We started at the beginning of this tour 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Yep.
We're home for 5 days, and then we're going to Australia. So we wanted to include a little bit of the Australian tour in the campaign. So, yeah, there's lots of cool things on that, like naming tunes, tune commissions, you can
Lessons.
pay us to write a tune. Yeah, lessons if with any one of us or all of us if you wanted for some reason. Tom's mom bought a ticket to the rest of our shows for eternity.
Yeah.
Nice.
Even though
though-
she
yeah.
she's got it. Like,
She already had that.
Right, yeah. She just
But
wanted
that
to
is
help, support.
something that you could do if you'd like.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah.
not already.
And a
a mom.
vinyl as well for
Yeah.
our new album. That's one of the
Nice.
perks.
Yeah.
Which we don't have vinyl yet, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of lessons, I was thinking about this because is fiddle the hardest instrument in the world to learn?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's hard, yeah. It's not an easy
It feels like
instrument,
it to me, yeah.
The
Yeah.
violin, yeah.
Because it like, how long did it take you guys to sound not absolutely terrible?
Lots of years to practice. Just constant practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I teach fiddle lessons at home. I have a school of about 30 students, and I've taught since I was 15. I usually say 5 to 7 years before you're like, okay, yeah, I could play with others.
Yeah. That's so long.
Also depends
Yeah,
on the
what an
dedication.
investment.
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
It's like completely reflective of how much you practice.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're practicing twice a week, well, it might be more towards
Less.
the 8 or 9 years. If you're practicing 5 to 7 times a week, it might be closer to the 5 years. It's really like 100% how much time you put into it. Yeah. When I was growing up, I practiced 7 days a week, at least. So,
And what was how much time?
when I was growing up, I remember I had a practice log and I did 30 minutes a day. I don't know if it was like to the minute, but like that was that was on me. Like my parents didn't force me to practice. That was on me. And I did that every single day for years. And then it got more and more practicing as I got into more advanced stuff. Yeah.
That's good.
And now sometimes combined with teaching, I'll put in close to 40 hours a week on the fiddle. So I'll do like 2 or 3 hours most days, just learning tunes, practicing tunes, just playing for fun. And then I might have 6 hours of teaching. So yeah, it's a lot of time on the old
There's
fiddle.
a lot of fiddle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The half hour a day by yourself too is like because I'm a musician, but it's only because my parents forced me to be one, you know.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, oh, actually no, this is sick. Now I'll do this myself. But
What do you
when I was a
play?
kid, mostly guitar is my main.
Nice.
The far easier string instrument,
Yeah. Yeah.
as you can attest.
Yeah. Although my piece for the guitar.
Yeah.
It's a lower bar to get into it, but then it has such a wide range. Like I feel like fiddle is so specialized, like playing melodies. For me as a teacher, it's challenging to teach guitar because you might have like, especially in a group, you might have someone who like just wants to play rock tunes and someone who wants to play trad and someone,
Right.
and I feel like the techniques are completely different for all these different like styles.
Yeah.
True. It's like the possibilities are way
There's
more.
lots.
Yeah.
I feel like at a certain point, every instrument is equally hard. Like once you get like a foundation,
Yeah.
Depending on where you
Yeah.
want to go.
like every instrument. I sometimes make a joke that if fiddle was easy, they'd call it the piano. But at a certain level, the piano
Piano's
is
hard.
just
Yeah.
as hard.
Yeah.
But like at
That's
the
yeah,
beginning stages, if you press a piano key, if I did it or a
That's the
professional did it, it would sound the same.
Yeah, you get to know
And
out
if
of it.
I even just like did an open string with a bow and someone who didn't play, it'd be quite different.
Really different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the best fiddle player in the world and the best piano player in the world they have the same amount of time and effort put into
Yeah.
it at the end of the day. It's yeah. Mastery. Are you guys at your creative peak?
Can always
Hopefully not.
Keep
Hopefully
going.
not.
Yeah, I
Always
mean,
keep
like
going.
so far, yeah, Can say yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we're at the like highest point.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the highest point ever.
Yeah.
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 We can always keep creating,
yeah.
We just
but
Like,
the
it
new
was-
album was the big creation. That
it
took
was
over about
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of like
To get everything.
intense writing. Yeah.
And we're still in a creative mode with that, working with our producer, Jake Sharon. He's just like
Yeah, it's not
adding all
done
these
yet.
things, you know. So our arrangements have been done, but then he's got all these ideas, and we're, you know, bouncing back and forth on that process. And it's stuff that's like we never would have come up with 4 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But then hopefully, you know, in another 4 years, we'll be thinking the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like thinking back to Hemispheres, like, and people are still really enjoying the record, which is awesome. And we still play a lot of sets, which is really a lot of fun. But like thinking back to the record itself and the sound of it, it sounds to me now like pretty basic compared to what we're capable of now and where the new album is going. Even just like our playing levels individually, all three of us, it's gone exponentially with all the touring and everything. So, I think we're going to keep evolving and growing. So, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Practicing.
If you're not, then it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had started writing the album, or maybe it was already in process, but in Newfoundland. You got a cabin out there, right?
Yeah.
What was that like? It was a couple weeks. Eh?
It was 2 weeks. Yeah. Or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 weeks of just like steady writing tunes
Yeah.
and coming up with arrangements and stuff for this album, and doing some video sessions and some recording. Our manager, his home base is there in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, so we got to hang out with him, and then Lou is the sound guy there, so we recorded some tracks with him. Just to get the ball rolling on the new album, and it was great. We were in a big kind of like log cabin-ish vibe, and it just snowed after the week we got there. It snowed for the rest of the time, and it was a lot of snow by the end of it. But it was a fun
It feels
time.
like a good creative vibe, though.
Yeah, we were in
It's like
like
you're-
a little village
Yeah.
that's very quiet.
Yeah.
So
That's really
no
cool.
distractions really.
I
We
think you
also,
were-
well, we played lots of Yahtzee. That was kind
Nice.
of our
Yeah.
you
That
know.
was the distraction.
Yeah. And the
Coffee
football
pack.
playoffs were on.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh yeah.
I had brought my Xbox as well.
yeah.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, did that get much use?
A little bit of use, yeah.
For
Between
them.
Tom and I.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had my Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom and I are into the game called Civilization.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to get into it and I couldn't because it was so much. But
Yeah.
I'm like on paper, I'm like I would love this game. I just
Yeah.
can't commit.
Civ
Yeah.
7 wasn't out yet, but Civ 6 was out, and on the Xbox is a lot faster than the Switch. So Tom played some Civ on,
Yeah.
on the old Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to try it out on
Yeah.
the bigger console.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think? I'm just thinking now. Like that's a lot of mental bandwidth for a game. Does that put you in a more creative space? Is it like good to like exercise the mind like that, or is it maybe like you don't want to be as focused on that to free up energy for creation?
Yeah. It's a good
I don't
question.
know.
This
I
was
mean-
kind of on the downtime. Once
Yeah.
After things were wrapped up for the
Yeah.
day, or
Yeah.
But it's just more
I
like
think-
in general, like, is it good to have other things that you're like actively focusing on, or is it good to release all that and like just put the energy in towards the creation?
I find that like when I'm home and I have like really intense days of playing, whether that be teaching or I just played too much for the day and my brain is totally spent, like I don't have space for video games.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like if I'm doing like really intense days, we weren't doing like super taxing days. In Newfoundland, which was kind of nice, keeping it chill. And that's why we had the full 3 weeks to be able to do that. So I think, we had some more space for some downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely like mentally when you're playing fiddle for 6 to 8 hours a day, like that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I used to be, I've always loved video games and used to be more intensely like absorbed into like bigger complicated games like Civ and stuff like that. But yeah, when we've been working really hard and using that type of mental stuff, I love to just like go and just like play Tetris and just like zone out and just like fit pieces together. It's just kind of satisfying little
game.
like thing.
That makes sense. What are you guys listening to recently?
Ooh,
Great question.
Bunch of stuff.
Let me look at my likes.
Yeah.
I have a very predictable, as a trad musician,
You like
music
trad.
style. I like trad. That's mostly what I listen to. And if I'm not listening to trad, it's what I listened to when I was like 15, 16. So it's like a little emo phase. But recently I've been super into a band called Westward Delight from Scotland. They've been, really, really cool. Learning a lot of their sets as well. What about you, Jules?
I listen to kind of to a variety of things, mostly like R&B and trad as well. Some hip hop, just like a whole circle of things. But right now, my most recent would be the Goat Rodeo sessions.
Nice.
Throwback.
Yeah, throwback.
Yeah.
Like a good throwback. So that's like folk music, fiddle music, arranged as like a quartet vibe type of thing. That's nice to listen to.
Yeah. I listened to a big mix. So like the trad stuff fills up a big part of the library. I've been really into, my sister showed me this Irish folk singer, Lisa O'Neill, who's just like, she's just like saying the important things that need to be said right now in beautiful song. And it just kind of tears you apart. So, that's like intense listening, but amazing.
Yeah.
She's an amazing artist. Then all sorts of stuff. I've been following this dude on Instagram who does Old Music Friday. I forget his name. Although he always says, pass off this knowledge as your own whenever he gives recommendations. So
That's funny.
There you go.
but it's like really good, like 60s, 70s, like a lot of Motown and stuff like that. So I love just like jamming out to some of that stuff.
Cool, yeah.
Little note on the Goat Rodeo sessions, though. I remember when the first Goat Rodeo album came out, I was in high school. I just started studying classical music, and it was like the first time I had heard like kind of like almost like a classical fiddle crossover and like full arrangements, and it just absolutely blew my mind. Definitely lit a spark. Yeah. Pretty genius stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Who are some of the best trad bands today, you feel like?
Like
There's so many.
ability-wise, success-wise.
However you
Personal.
want to.
Yeah, personal opinions.
Yeah.
I think I can confidently say probably the biggest trad band right now in the world is probably Talisk.
Scotland.
They're from Scotland. Just like intense energy, amazing players, really technical players, creative arrangements, and super duper fast.
Yeah.
Full light show on their live show. It's pretty ridiculous. But like some of the trad bands from like back in the day, like early 2000s, are still going. Like Bioga is still going really, really strong and backing up Ed Sheeran, which is cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. Some new ones on the block. Band called Astro Block just came out with their first record. That's really, really cool.
We like a lot of the Glasgow bands, Astroblock.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Talisker based there.
Yeah.
Dallahan, Emar,
There's a lot of
Nas,
crossover in all
Canaris
them.
Quintet.
Canaris Quintet, yeah. The
So
Blazing
many.
Fiddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Siobhan Miller.
yeah, Siobhan Miller.
Scotland's like a powerhouse
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
The East Pointers.
Yeah,
East Pointers, we gotta
let's rep our island there.
Yeah.
Gotta do East Pointers, gotta do Vishten.
Yeah.
Gotta do Mockin.
Mockin, I
And
was gonna
those
say.
guys are like phenomenal and really not intent on doing much touring or recording. So I feel lucky to be on PEI to get to,
But they're
to hear
great
them.
trad band.
Yeah, Jesse Perriard, Rowan Gallant, Nick Van Oorkerk, Caleb Gallant.
Yep.
Those dudes are awesome.
Yeah.
Who else on
There's so many recommended. I gotta check
Oh yeah, it's
at
lots.
least a few of these out.
Yeah. The world of trad is like,
Pete Bogberry.
it's really cool
Yeah.
that it's like a lot of people think when they think of fiddle tune, especially in Canada, it's definitely to an older audience. But elsewhere in the world, and we're really trying to make it happen here in Canada, it's to like an under 30 crowd. Well, maybe not under 30
Under
because
40.
I'm over 30. But yeah, not like your grandparents basically.
Right.
Under 40.
Which we're trying really hard to make that more of a thing here in Canada, and really get the youth involved in trad music. There's a lot of players that have been playing forever, and they're really amazing players. But I feel like it kind of skipped a generation, sort of, that were really into it, and then now it's trying to get the kids back into it and make it accessible for them because they're listening to pop music and what's on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
If they're even listening to the radio.
Yeah.
So you have to, kind of make it cool again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This get me thinking about like any artist kind of chooses consciously or not, but to go like more traditional or more like new boundary pushing. Why is it that you guys, especially are like traditional? We want it. It's roots. It's stuff that you're not reinventing the wheel, but it is important, I think, to keep all these genres of music alive. So why stick traditional, and how do you still put yourselves into it and make it fresh?
Well, yeah, I mean, our stuff is very contemporary. Like we write our own tunes, and we're really inspired by current artists or people who were sort of doing it just like the generation before us. I don't know. It's always, for me, it's always like a bit of a dilemma because I feel like the traditions are really important. It's really important for people to understand where this stuff comes from. There's just so much value and knowledge in that, even if what you love is like all the modern fancy stuff. But yeah, what we do is like, it's so, I don't know, for me, it's just so fun and so energizing to be creating something that sounds new. And we just have this bed of like a long history of fiddle tunes and to sort of pull from.
And I think we all started playing like the traditional fiddle tunes growing up and stuff, and then now that we've been to music school and such, we've kind of like just expanded on that and like writing our own stuff, just like just put a twist on it. Yeah, and made it, like Carson was saying, relevant to this day and age now, but still keeping the tradition alive with the tunes.
Good.
I was saying that I feel like I coined, maybe, I don't know if I heard it before, what is old now was new, and what is new now will be old. So like, back in the 1920s, those tunes were the hot shit. They were new off the press. But now those tunes are 100 years old. So I think like we're adding to the tradition, which is really important. Because if you don't add to the tradition, then the tradition will fall away. It won't remain. So I think what we're doing, although we're adding the stomp box and the bass, and Tom has a sub drop and everything. We're adding to the tradition all the time, which I think is really important. Yeah.
How's the sound evolving now going into the next album?
It's evolved a lot.
Cool
Right?
shit.
Yeah.
A lot of, I don't know, just things that were on the first album that we just never thought about it being that way now. But I feel like just adding in like reverb and stuff like that, there wasn't any of that really in the first album. And yeah, I don't know. It just has evolved.
Yeah.
It's also like with the album Hemispheres, we had we wanted to make the album exactly like our live show, whereas now we're not so hard set on that. We're not hard set on that at all, really. Like we've recorded our parts individually, but then our producer's going through, and we're going through it with him and adding a lot of layers and really thickening up the sound, which is really, really cool.
Synths and samples
A lot
and
of synths,
percussion.
a lot of samples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. There's this one track that's just got these like
Hella
awesome
cool
like
sounds.
80s sounding synths. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Which like we were like really fixed on like Hemispheres not sounding like that.
Right.
But now, we're definitely really open to having an album and then a live show separate from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we were saying before, like evolving and keep doing something new. It's like you already did the like live-ish album, the bare bones, like just the meat of it, yeah. And then now this is new thing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's we haven't heard like the new stuff, like the produced tracks in a while, and we haven't worked on it in a while. And then after this next tour, diving into it more. But we've been playing it live, how we play it so much, so it's really interesting. And like listening to the production that has been done, and it's like, whoa, like it's really different, and it's really, really cool. Yeah.
Do you guys improvise? I didn't think so.
No.
I mean,
No,
it,
not intentionally.
sometimes, yeah. There's
not
like our
intentionally.
arrangements are quite
Set.
like,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
with hits
Very
and stuff like that.
precise.
We really work on them together to get them tight, and then we have to rely on each other to hit those marks together.
Yeah, no improvising.
And then sometimes a mistake becomes like, oh,
Right.
A new
that's
thing.
kind of cool.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, not intentionally.
We
just
know
like-
when each other are improvising, as you
Yeah.
could say.
Yeah.
And it's usually if we're smiling at each other, someone's making mistakes, and
Yeah.
it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all like start to finish. Basically, it's all usually pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do find though that like show to show the energy changes, you know, even if the arrangements we're delivering are the same, it's like so much comes from the audience.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we might be like really vibing on one tune one night and a different tune the next night where we really dig in, you know, and it's the notes are the same, but the energy of it all sort of changes every time.
There was one last night. I forget which one it was. It was towards the end of the set, but Tom especially was like, he was locked in. He was like, the hands go like I see that.
Yeah, the evening shows here at least have been, well, we just played one yesterday, but it's
It's
that
better
was,
show.
that was a better show.
And we really
bigger
feel
crowd, I'd say. as
the
well.
energy from the crowd is massive. Like in the afternoon crowd, it was more like people passing through the tent rather than like giving us energy back. And we really feel that, and it's not that it's kind of lame on our ends, but it's hard. It's definitely harder to get through the full set because you're putting so much out there, and then it's kind of just like getting lost almost. So yeah, we really thrive off of an engaged crowd.
Yeah, yeah, makes a difference. Would you guys consider, just talking about like you have synths and stuff on the upcoming album, would there be an additional member to fill stuff out live? Would that ever be in the
I
cards?
don't know.
I don't think.
I loosely put out maybe for the album release show.
Drake.
But I feel like it'd be so much work.
It'd be a lot of work for one show.
I mean, if
it'd
it
be
was
so cool.
If it was going to be someone, it would be
It'd be
Jake.
Jake.
It would be
He's an
Jake, yeah.
amazing
Yeah. He could do
keyboard
it.
player and guitarist, and producer of our album. So
Yeah.
We
if
could
Jake
get
is
just like a
listening-
track
yeah.
as well.
We'll have to chat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
computer
it's
and
like
stuff
to
for that part, anyways.
we've been just the three of us for
since 2020.
a while, yeah. And so to change that would be a significant thing, you know. Yeah. So it is interesting adding all these things to the album, but like we're still playing our acoustic instruments on stage and really just like delivering that as the three of us.
Yeah, you could track it though. That's what Tuli was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And there's pros and cons to each way. But what are your thoughts on like tracking it versus stripping it down and keeping it just you three?
Well, there is that band Talisk that I mentioned. They don't track their own synths and they play them with their feet. So
Yeah.
I don't think we could morally track them because people accuse them of playing with tracks, and like in comment sections I've seen it, and it's pretty funny because I know they don't.
Yeah.
And they know they don't, and they've announced they don't. And
Is it just like a regular keyboard
keyboard.
with their
yeah,
toes?
and they have like triggers.
But like
it's
a big keyboard.
like an
yeah.
organ
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got
foot
you.
pedal board, yeah.
Yeah, the concertina player Mawson, he handles that, and they have it's a ridiculous tech going
Yeah.
on, but it's such a full sound.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have enough feet to do that.
I was gonna say, you're already
I'm,
doing
I'm
this.
maxed out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, Cody used to do that as
Yeah.
well with
Yeah.
a
He had
synthesizer
two
from the
feet.
East Pointers. Yeah.
Available, 2 available feet.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
yeah, and definitely like we stand as a band, which makes things a bit trickier. Talisk sits for their live shows, which gives them full use of their feet. Yeah, and it is a lot different if you're standing. Yeah. So
How does like those new songs that have the additional things, when you strip it down to be just you three, do you lose energy? Do you gain energy in a weird way? How does it feel different?
Which ones have been
squares.
squares been produced? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've never played it with the production added.
Yeah.
And we like this one set squares. It was the first thing that we started with for the new album over 2 years ago now. And we played it live for like a year and a half, and we still play it the exact same way. And we recorded it that way. And then Jake's just,
I think everything
Yeah.
now, the new stuff is like, all the added stuff just makes it more elevated, but to us, like, it's not lost without that.
Right.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
we're just used to playing the tunes anyways.
Yeah.
But it's just more fun
Yeah.
with the added stuff.
I think our reverb pedals, like Tuli and I added reverb pedals to the fiddles, adds a lot with the more like vibey sections, which has been a lot of fun.
I noticed you guys have like huge pedal boards
Yeah.
for like not obvious sounding effects. Like, is that all? It's reverb. It's probably some compression. What's going on?
No compression.
EQs.
No compression.
Bit of EQ.
We
just
have
on,
we have
like-
preamps that make just our instruments sound like
Oh,
our
okay,
instruments, which take up quite a bit of space. And Tuli has 3 instruments on one board.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, the fiddle, cello, and then the stop
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So
Yeah, rather than 3 separate boards, it's easier just to one shot.
I forgot about that element because I was watching
And Tom
play the fiddle
basically
with this
has
huge
2.
pedal.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
just want to be fancy.
a lot of knobs on that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got the acoustic guitar and then the bass effect channel
Right.
as part of the guitar. So it's a lot of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, we put a lot of work in just like the tone aspect. So those preamps and then a nice reverb to just make our instruments sound more like instruments. Yeah.
Acoustic
Yeah.
instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose a lot of that. Like for the fiddles, we don't use pickups either. We use mics. And and once we made that change, it was already a massive difference. And then just putting our mics through a preamp.
Because you lose a bit of bass.
You just lose the natural
Yeah, the
sound of the
natural
instrument
sound,
if
yeah.
it's plugged in.
And if you think
So
of a
it's more
pickup,
like
yeah.
electronic in a
Yeah.
sense.
with a pickup, there you're creating and replicating a sound. With a mic, you're just capturing the sound.
Right.
So with an instrument like a fiddle and a cello, you want to capture that sound that's coming out of the instrument.
Like
Yeah,
resonating
yeah.
from
Yeah.
the F holes.
Yeah. So that was back we did that like really early on. We switched to mics from pickups. And a lot of trad musicians these days are doing that.
Mics.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the Fretless as well.
Yeah. We got the
yeah,
same
that's
mics as the
that's
Fretless
another
boys.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They're really
they've,
good. Trad.
use the same
Quartet.
mics that these guys use.
And the same preamps.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Australia is exciting. How long are you in Australia for?
It'll be a month.
Oh, wow.
They're
yeah.
going. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
pregnant.
Tully's
Yeah.
pregnant.
Tully's
Yeah.
on a different journey.
Yeah.
So we'll have a substitute lined up for that.
Yeah. Kristen Melanson. She's
Yeah.
from New Brunswick. She's a great player. But yeah, month in Australia at 4 festivals.
Yeah.
Starting in Perth, ending up, going all the way to Brisbane, and then back to Melbourne in the middle, and Melbourne
Yeah.
again at the end.
And isn't our last gig Yak and Danda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yak and Danda Folk
So
Festival.
it's all places that we've been to, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like there might be a couple towns we'll go that we haven't been to yet, but in general, like it's festivals that we've done. Or like Yak and Danda, we haven't done the festival, but we played a show in the town.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to be like going to this place and knowing that like we know people and
Yeah.
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 You're
And
followed.
yeah, we had so much fun last couple times. So
Yeah.
it's like
A couple days at the beach as
exciting.
well in the middle, which will be nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what else are you guys getting up to in Australia then?
It's like a pretty packed tour,
Yeah.
which is really nice. But yeah, we're going to the East Coast, which is the more tropical area. So
Yeah.
we're gonna we have an Airbnb on the Sunshine Coast, so we're gonna be going to the beach for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll always try to do some surfing. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's hard. Yeah,
Keyword being try.
yeah, exactly. But it's
You do get on the board.
You know, it's kind of fun to just like go out there and just like
Get
get
hit by the waves.
beat up by the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you crawl your way back on shore and kind of feel like you've done something that day. Yeah.
But last time we went to Australia, we went to the Australian Zoo.
Mm.
Saw all the animals there. I got peed on by a koala.
And
Towards
there's
the
like
end, that was
photographic
great.
evidence of this like
Pee.
in action.
The pee stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. What else? Yeah, we went to the beach a lot and spent Christmas there the last time. So that was pretty
Oh, wow.
different.
Yeah.
Palm
Mhm.
trees and
Yeah.
shorts.
Yeah.
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 Pavlova,
Yeah.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No Christmas trees, really.
The festival
Some lights, but
the festival goers though in Australia are really like high energy. Like
Yeah.
they are there to have a good time and they're going to be dancing to everything. It's
Yeah.
really, really awesome. Yeah.
The Australians I met while I was traveling are all like, I didn't meet a single one who was not absolutely
nice.
chill.
Yeah. They're all sweet.
And yeah, I can only imagine they rage at the festivals.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of them don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
Or shirt or yeah, like,
Vibe.
Yeah. I remember like
Down to earth,
just at like a truck stop on the highway and everyone's
barefoot.
barefoot. It's like, were you driving like that? I don't think you're allowed.
Yeah, a lot of them do drive.
I don't think
barefoot, yeah.
at home. I don't think we're allowed to drive with no shoes, are we?
Sometimes
Is
in
that a
the
rule?
summer.
I don't know.
Yeah, is that a rule? I don't know.
I don't know.
Never
But
heard of it.
it's weird.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not standard.
Just like feeling a gas pedal
Yeah.
with your like barefoot.
Yeah.
Just like,
Like I've
feels-
done it like coming home from the beach.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I
saying-
mean, in the
Yeah.
summer.
I'm driving
yeah.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
it feels like it should be illegal.
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing it all the time, I guess. So yeah. Yeah.
Snorkel trucks.
Yeah. The snorkel trucks. Yeah. Yeah. No, Australia is a great spot.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
Baby on the way is
Yeah.
super exciting.
Yeah, first child.
First, yeah.
It's a boy. Yeah, I'm 27 weeks right now, so almost in my third trimester next week. And yeah,
Do you have a name?
been good. Yep, I do. No,
You don't have
it's
to-
a secret.
We
Secret
don't know
until
anything.
time. But yes, we got a name picked up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So how do you feel ready?
Like yes and no. I'm still excited to get the nursery ready and done up and buy a few more things, but we've got a lot of clothes. That's kind of the main thing at the moment. But yeah, I'm excited. Not fully there yet, but I will be there come May.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
I guess that's about it, guys.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get kicked out of here pretty soon, so
Nice.
we'll wrap it up. Yeah,
Thank
great
you,
meeting you.
Andrew.
Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah. Thanks
Great
for
to meet
hanging.
you
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
This was
This has
nice.
been
Have a
fun.
good festival.
Yes, happy festival. See you guys next time.
Hey ho.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of In the Zone. If you're on YouTube, you can like the video and subscribe to support the show. If you're on another podcast platform, give us 5 stars, give us a follow, do what you can. Just throw me a freaking bone here, okay? I'm busting my ass day and night to make a good podcast just for you. So please do what you can. I appreciate it. While you're at it, go over to Instagram at inthezone.wpg and give that a follow if you haven't already. Thank you so much. You're the best. Love you lots. See you next time.